Long ago, deep in the Ituri forest of what's now the Democratic Republic of Congo, lived a farmer named Lukondo. Now, Lukondo wasn't just any farmer, he was a giant among men, standing 7 feet tall in a land where most people barely reached his shoulders. But here's the funny part, his hut was so tiny he had to bend over just to get inside. Lukondo lived among the Bambuti pygmies, and let's be honest, he looked down on them, both literally and, well, with a little bit of pride. He was a successful farmer with crops to spare and traded with the pygmies for game or livestock that were worth more than what he gave. He thought he had it all figured out. Now, when Lukondo was just a boy, his father gave him a mysterious stone. Every day his dad told him, "Rub this on your face and you'll never be bitten by a snake." And it worked. At least Lukondo believed it did. After his father died, he kept up the ritual, feeling invincible. That's when things got a little wild. Lukondo started catching live snakes and keeping them in his hut. The pygmies? They were horrified. They begged him not to bring snakes into their home, but Lukondo, stubborn and proud, ignored them. So the pygmies left. Suddenly, Lukondo's farm started failing. No workers, no crops, no food to trade. Desperate, Lukondo switched careers. He became a snake magician, performing tricks at the village market. People came from all around, amazed at the man who could handle snakes without fear. In the heart of ancient Gold Coast, right where the green jungles hug the village of Bazia, there lived a man named Kwame Bonsu. Now, Bonsu was a big guy, tall, strong, and sharp as a tack. But here's the twist, he was also lazy and poor, and he'd do almost anything to live larger than life, except actually work for it. While everyone else hustled out to their farms at sunrise, Bonsu just sat back, waiting for the perfect moment. As the villagers trickled back from their fields, tired but proud, Bonsu would sneak off into the jungle. He'd wait there, biding his time, until the sun dipped low and the whole village was back home. Only then would he make his move, slipping out with a handful of thugs he'd hired, raiding the crops the villagers had worked so hard to grow. With their arms full of stolen yams and maize, Bonsu and his crew would stash the loot deep in the woods. By morning, they'd sneak everything into the village market, selling what they could. Whatever they couldn't sell, he'd just carry home, feeding his family and keeping up appearances. And get this, Bonsu, despite his laziness and scheming, had 6 wives. Day after day the villagers returned to their fields only to find their crops vanishing like magic. No one knew who was behind it, and frustration started boiling over. When it became too much, they banded together, forming a vigilante group to catch the thief, or thieves, red-handed. That very night,